Good morning, traders. This is Joanne with Succeed in Forex. Welcome to our Forex Market News broadcast for Tuesday, March the 11th, 2008. The headlines out of Switzerland this morning read, Yen and Swiss franc rise against dollar as investors reduce exposure to risky assets. The yen and Swissy firmed on Monday as U.S. stocks fell on credit-related worries, prompting investors to reduce exposure to risky assets and unwinding trades funded by Japanese and Swiss currencies' low rates. The yen approached an 8-year high against the dollar, while the Swiss franc rose to roughly a 2-year peak against the euro and was within striking distance of its record high against the dollar. Meanwhile, the dollar was steady against the euro after Europe's top monetary officials expressed concerns about excessive movement in currency exchange rates. The dollar-yen hit a session low of 101.43, 1 pip over Friday's 8-year low of 101.42. The euro-yen fell to a 1-week low of 155.63. The high-yielding crosses of the Aussie yen and the New Zealand yen fell respectively to 92.84 and 80.02. The euro-Swissy fell to 156.21, the lowest since July 2006. The dollar-Swissy dropped to 101.87, and on Friday it hit a record low of 101.34. The euro-dollar was unchanged at 153.43, coming back from Friday's record peak of 154.62. The euro surge was also halted on Monday after the European Central Bank's president Jean-Claude Trichet said the central bank was concerned about excessive exchange rate moves. His comments were echoed by the Director General of the European Commission's Monetary Affairs Department and the European Economic and Monetary Affairs Commissioner. The dollar was range-bound in the Asian session as concerns over the state of the global economic system spread. Financial stocks pulled the U.S. equities lower, but the Asian stock markets were able to buck the downward trend. We expect to see the dollar to come under pressure as the U.S. works through their recessionary fever. Crude continues to move higher at 107.90 a barrel. Interestingly, gold has reversed from its high. In Japan, the BOJ's governor nominee, Muto, in front of Parliament, clarified his personal views of the current situation, stating, and I quote, "Signs of a U.S. economic slowdown are intensifying, and the downside risk to the global economy are rising, while Japan's economy is at a critical stage as it must face various risks at home and abroad," unquote. These comments have a clear political agenda. Currently, the opposition to Minuto is still vigorous, and this could put the BOJ's monetary policy in limbo for a while. This is certainly unwelcome news for an economy which needs a strong hand right now. In China, the CPI spiked to a 12-year high of 8.7%, versus the expected 8%. While the main contributors to this rise remained food and energy costs, which were exacerbated by supply shortage and crop damage caused by storms in January and February, the government has put the fight against inflation on the top of its agenda. Given the level of concern surrounding this release, the PBOC will be allowed to use all of its monetary policy tools, including increased CNY flexibility, to help release the pressure. Going into the European session, the market was watching the ZOO survey, which had been expected to slip further after a fall at the start of 2008. The figure, which has stabilized, is good news for the Eurozone. The economic news for the region has been encouraging, led by PMI, which suggested a decent GDP figure and a solid rise in the GE industrial production. In the UK, the BRC retail sales monitor was expected to fall on weaker consumer demands, predicted by the fall in the CBI. That concludes our news for today. We hope that it's helpful in your trading and that you have a great trading day and a great trading week. Hope you'll be able to join us tomorrow for our next Forex Market News broadcast. We look forward to seeing you then. Before we sign off, we would like to invite you to visit our website at www.succeedinforex.com. There you'll find information about our Traders Training Center, where our motto is Traders Helping Traders Succeed in Forex. Also, you'll find a link to our Yahoo forum, also called Succeed in Forex. Hope you'll be able to visit us there soon. Have a great day and happy pipping.